friends, so you just finished reading When I Woke Up, I Was a Hippopotamus. So I want you to grab your notebook. This is your black notebook from our art zip big plastic bag that we got from Miss Broman. And so since we're doing March Madness still, I think it's really important to kind of write down what we liked about the story and maybe some things that remind us of the story. So when we vote, we know which story we're going to vote for based off of the characters, plot line, pictures, etc. So when I woke up, I was a hippopotamus. I want you to write this on the top of a blank sheet of paper. You can do it with a pencil, colored pencil, whatever you would like. When I woke up. When I woke up, I was I'm going to make hippopotamus super big. This is a big word. I challenge you to memorize hippopot. There we go. When I woke up, I was a hippopotamus. So again, you can always pause this video to continue along with me, but this is going to help us remember what our story was about, so that when we vote, we are prepared after reading this story. So when I woke up, I was a hippopotamus. What I really want to do is I want to write down some things that I really loved about the book. So I might, with my colored pencil from Miss Broman, I might do a little heart. And I might just jot down, make a list of some things that I liked. So this is just my personal list. You can also do this with me. But what I really liked about the book was I loved the pictures. And I really liked the pictures because there were lots of color. So next to pictures, I'm gonna write lots of color. So when I go to sleep tonight and I wake up the next morning, this will help me remember what I liked about the story. Also in the book, I liked how he changed. He changed, I think I might say he changed objects, because I don't want to say animals because he was a robot and a giant. So I'm going to he changed objects. So then I might write down next to changed objects, I remember that he was a robot, he was a giant, he was a rocket, and good readers kind of look back into the text. Oh, and he was a statue. I really liked the statue one. And statue. So you can do this page however you would like. This is just kind of Miss Quiddick brainstorming out loud. But I know that when I go to this page, I have my title. When I woke up, I was a hippopotamus. What I really loved about the story were the pictures, how they had lots of color, how he changed objects. He became a robot, a giant, a rocket, a statue. And then maybe another thing that I would write down would be maybe a key word that really stood out to me. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy zipper with my different colors because it's kind of fun to use colored pencils. And maybe a word that stood out to me was nice. I remember towards the end of the book, the mom said, "Can't you imagine being something nice?" Because he was a lot of kind of mean, scary things. So nice really stood out after me. And then I'm going to write the phrase, when I woke up. Because when he woke up, this kind of started this whole change with him starting as a hippopotamus. And then also the author started with when I went to school, when I was heading home. He changed into a lot of these different things. So I'm going to write down the keyword nice, which is that really stood out to me. When I woke up. And then what I also might do is I might draw a picture of one of my favorite parts of the story. So this is going to help us voting for March Madness. We're just going to jot down what we really liked about the story. We're going to do that with our next story as well. And then we're going to vote. So this just helps us remind ourselves of key information about the story. Just like how in class we compared and contrasted both stories. Remember our chart? So this helps us kind of keep some of those thoughts that we have in our brain down on paper. So my favorite part of the story was when he was a rocket. I just really liked that part. So I'm going to draw when he was a rocket. And he was heading home from school. Some of you might feel this way after you're done with school. So just kind of a fun drawing activity. You can draw whatever you want to. If you really liked when he was a giant, you can draw him being a giant. If you really liked when he was a hippopotamus, you can draw that. This is just a little example. But I really liked when he was a rocket. There we go. And I'm all done. So I know when I go to the story and I want to remind myself of this fabulous book, the title is When I Woke Up, I Was a Hippopotamus. Then my notes help me remember that there were lots of colors in the pictures. He changed objects, robot, giant, rocket, statue. One of my keywords was nice and then at the end, they encouraged him to dream nice things. And then when I woke up, that's what started it all. Now, my favorite part was when he was a rocket. So I encourage you to finish this by yourself. Again, you do not have to copy me. You can do whatever you would like, whatever stuck out to you most in the story. I suggest for you to draw and write. You can even just draw pictures. That is totally fine. I just want you to kind of have a little bit of a brainstorming page before we vote for March Madness. Awesome. Thanks, everyone.